What are you doing out of bed? Oh!
Captain, I talked to the secretary. What happened to your nose? Oh! That's okay. It's all cool.
Yeah, it's all cool. Monk, as long as you're here.
Yeah, sure. Okay, no problem. Empty bottles. He took the pills, but not the bottles.
There's a drug rehab center downstairs. We get addicts and junkies in here all the time. Security's a nightmare, but we're a hospital. We have to keep the doors open.
Oh, why didn't he just take the bottles, though? He wanted us to find these. He wanted us to think junkie. Oh, yeah. See there? He was wearing slippers. It was rounded and smooth.
A patient, not a junkie, a patient. What do you got?
There's powder.
Yeah. Smells like talcum powder.
Captain, look at this.
What is that?
Well, that looks like a seal. That could be from one of our oxygen tanks.
Room 623.
623. All right, let's go.
Mr. Johansson, there was a homicide last night on the 5th floor. We're investigating.
Good for you.
Sir, a man was beaten to death with that oxygen tank. Your oxygen tank.
What the hell are you talking about?
Where were you last night between the hours of 1 and 3 a.m.?
Where do you think I was? What is this? Your first day with a new brain?
No.
I was here, hooked up to this damn machine. Beep, beep, beep. You see Dr. Scott, you tell him, I want this thing unhooked. It's driving me mental.
Who's Dr. Scott?
Dr. David Scott has taken out half my colon on Wednesday. And he's the second best surgeon in California. And that's not my opinion, that's a fact. Soft serve. I know my rights. And you people can't just waltz in here.
Well, sounds good, Davis.
You know, Dr. Scott, we can come back later when you're feeling better.
No, I feel great. This is just a precaution. Last night I had a slight substernal chest pain. I checked myself in, had them run a couple of tests.
Is everything okay?
Never felt better. First good night's sleep I've had since med school.
You got lucky, Davis. You gotta tap the brakes.
Thank you, Mother. Do you seriously think Hank Johansson was involved with what happened last night?
Well, we're not sure.
Well, I can't imagine how. He has progressive rheumatoid arthritis in both legs.
So you don't think he could lift a 40-pound oxygen tank?
Hank Johansson? He can't even put his own pants on. And besides, isn't he hooked up to one of these? I mean, you'd know if he left the room.
No signs of arrhythmia, so I'm kicking you out of here. This bed is for sick people.
Thank you, Bradley. See you at 2 o'clock.
Well, you're not still doing your rounds.
I have 18 patients in this joint, a lot sicker than me. Somebody's got to be responsible.
Ah, well, it's true what they say. Doctors make the worst patients. Good luck, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Did you hurt yourself?
Racquetball. I missed the shot, too. That's what really hurt.
Is that talcum powder?
Yes. And if you keep over-focusing, that nose is never going to shut itself off. I have powder on my hands all the time. All doctors do. It's in the latex gloves. Now, if you excuse me, gentlemen, if you need me, give me a call.
Thank you. You were right. There's a motive. Dr. Scott's being sued for malpractice. The late Dr. Whitcomb was scheduled to testify against him.
Malpractice?
A year ago, Scott lost a patient on the operating table. Dr. Whitcomb claims, or was about to claim, that he saw Scott popping pills before the operation.
Amphetamines. He would have lost his license.
He did it. Dr. Scott, he's the guy.
Was it the talcum powder?
The powder, plus the bruise on his leg. It was still swollen. It had to be less than a day old.
Oh, that could have been from racquetball.
No, I don't think so. I think he hit his leg on the coffee table in Dr. Wickham's office. I hit it too. Look. See? This is the exact same spot.
Soft serve! What the hell are you doing in my closet? How long you been in there?
Listen to me. Dr. Scott killed Dr. Whitcomb, and I know how he did it. He checked himself in as a patient. He knew this hospital. He knew there had been a renovation. So he made sure that at one time, his room was connected to your room. At about 2 o'clock, he made his move. He came in here through the supply closet. He knew you'd be sleeping. He probably prescribed your sedatives.
As a matter of fact, he did.
Right. Then he put his monitors on your chest. He took the oxygen tank, and then he went downstairs. After the murder, he came back here, put his monitors back on, and snuck back into his room. It was perfect. Your heartbeat was his alibi.
You said you wanted to be admitted? Your prayers have been answered, Mr. Monk. No, you can't speak or move. Don't even try. You're literally wasting your breath. I've injected 3 cc's of tribucinol into your larynx. Do you have any idea what I do here every day? How many lives these hands have saved? How many lives they will save? Hundreds, thousands. That's my mission. It's why I'm here. I am the miracle man. Do you think I would let you, former Detective Monk, or Dr. Graydon Whitcomb, or anyone stop me? Oh, by the way, I have some good news for you. I stopped that pesky nosebleed. You're welcome. I have some other news, not quite so good. You had an accident. At least that's what your chart says. You were in a stairwell and you tripped. You suffered a concussion, possible nerve damage, multiple fractures. It gets worse. I don't know how this happened. The name on this chart is Dale Butterworth. In 4 minutes, the day nurse, who is new to this floor, is going to walk in, read this chart, and administer a massive dose of intravenous tetracycline. Yes, I know about your allergy. Unfortunately, mistakes like this happen all the time.
Hi. Excuse me, I was looking for Adrian Monk. He was sitting right over there.
He's been admitted.
He's been admitted.
Mm-hmm. He's in intensive care.
For a nosebleed? So how long have you worked for Mr. Butterworth? Who's Mr. Butterworth? Mr. Monk! It's okay.
It's jungle out there, disorder and confusion everywhere. No one seems to care. Well, I do. Hey, who's in charge here?